what was the perception from the outside? So, for example, the United States and all the military forces that were active in the region, I mean, did they actually believe that this was happening? I mean, what was the perception?
Yes, yes. So yeah, it's the question, because some are still asking the question now. So the first rebranding, 2016, it was not Jabhat al-Nusra anymore. It was Jabhat Fatah al-Sham. So you have Sham in the name. It's a way to Syrianize the name, to localize, to territorialize the group. This rebranding mid-2016 was not believed by external actors, the United States in particular. Why? Because, well, first, it's not the first time that Al-Qaeda has adopted this type of pragmatic stance in retaliation to its allied group. For example, we have an example in 2010, I think 2010, bin Laden actually sent a letter to the leader of the Al-Shabaab group in Somalia, and he was advising him not to make his allegiance to Al-Qaeda public and only to circulate this information internally. Because bin Laden thought that if the link and the allegiance are eventually revealed, well, it's a strategic disadvantage for the group. And so for this kind of reason, the United States and other countries did not adhere to this narrative of rupture, of a break in mid-2016. And they were seeing Jabhat Fatah al-Sham as just a mere reveling of the facade, and a sort of what we call in French a faux nez, a false nose of Al-Qaeda. But actually, the first ideological tensions started during the summer of 2016 between Jabhat Fatah al-Sham and Al-Qaeda, with an Al-Qaeda ideologue, Al-Makdisi, warning the group against the dilution of the ideology and being compromised with less radical group. And so actually what Jolani did at the time is that he carried out a second rebranding and renamed Jabhat Fatah al-Sham HTS, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, at the beginning of 2017. And what happened at that time is that you had some people that left the group mid-2016. There were first defections. And so these defections have accelerated after the second rebranding, because some people within the group didn't approve these rebrandings and the break of links with Al-Qaeda. And so actually, these defections, people want to create the actual real branch of Al-Qaeda in Syria, which is called Tanzim Ras ad-Din. And so between 2017 and now, things have evolved. Actually, HTS, it has set up a governance in the Idlib region. They have really territorialized, and the group needs now to have the monopoly of force. So tensions have gradually increased between HTS and Al-Qaeda because of that. So because of ideological stances, and because they were fighting for territories, for access to weapons, etc., etc. In 2017, HTS set up an emirate in the Idlib region, which actually regularly clashed with the Russians and with the Syrian regime. And also there was some clashes with the Al-Qaeda branch locally, Tanzim Ras ad-Din. And so what we can say is that nothing is static, everything evolved. and everything is made of shift, struggle, defection, alliances, and things really evolved since 2017. And so to answer your first question as how to name HTS, well, Aaron Zedin, which is a specialist of the group, named them political jihadists. I think I mean, I concur with this terminology. They have become more political. Maybe we will discuss that later. They have kind of institutionalized, and they concretely, I mean, fact-based, rather cut the links with international jihadism. So it's something that is more territorial, more locally focused, and more political.